What's going on, Savage Nation? Savage Civilian back with another new video. Today's title is probably going to be controversial, and I'm okay with that. But basically, if you've been following my channel, following me on Instagram for any time now, I've run a lot of 2011 guns, different staccatos, Atlas, platypus, LFAs, and everything Gucci from there on out, whether it be agency, Glocks, Fowlers, etc. And I sold it all. When it comes down to real world use, what I do for work, what I practice on the range, it just didn't make sense anymore. And I'm not saying they don't have a place. I'm not saying they don't make great pistols. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying for me, my line of work and what I like to get out of going to the range and what I like to prepare for, it just didn't make sense. So I broke down some reasons of why I chose to do what I did, but I'll just start rambling them off as I see fit. First one would be just simple reliability and ease. Staccatos are custom-built pistols. They are phenomenal. And when I'm saying staccatos, I'm talking 2111s, the 2011s in general. Atlas, Nighthawk, etc., everything up there. They are phenomenal handguns. The tolerance is super tight. They're handcrafted. But with that, they can be finicky. They can be sensitive to ammo. Magazines normally cost 3-4x what a Glock or a PDP or a mag like that would cost. They require significantly more cleaning because of that tight tolerance. If they have a little bit of grit or anything in them, it could throw them off. Where a Glock kind of just eats anything you feed it. I have my Glock for work that I rarely clean, and I don't plan to because it just runs. If I put the cheapest 115 grain in there, if I put 147s, if I put hollows 24, it doesn't matter, it just shoots it. Number two is simplicity and EDC. I carry every day for work and for my personal defense. In my sidearm, I don't care about looks anymore. I did the whole Instagram clout thing. I want no safeties on my gun. I want no exotic parts. I want strictly simplicity. If I wanted to go a little more Gucci, I could put like a Radian ramjet comp on here, but again, it's just not needed for me. Number three would be cost and maintenance. And I'm just rambling these out. We're just having a conversation here. This is a Glock 47. This is what I carry for work every day. It's rocking an SRO and a Surefire. And with a very good optic and a very good light, this has about $1,400 in it. The staccato is going to run you anywhere from $2,500 to $5K. Atlas and Nighthawk even more, and that's before you even put an optic or anything on it. Again, your mags are going to be more, and same with the Gucci builds on these. If you get an agency Glock, if you get a Fowler Glock, you're going to be in the thousands and thousands of dollar range before you even put an optic or a light or extra magazines, etc. And that cost should truly, especially for most people who don't really shoot like that, that cost should be going to ammunition, training classes. A staccato is not going to make you shoot better. And that's the number one thing that I preach, and I see that all the time. And I think that's why there's so many used 2011s on the market, is because you have Joe Schmo who shoots once a month, if that, 2 boxes of ammo, and he's not good. And he sees people on YouTube, or he sees a GM at the range, and he's like, holy shit, that guy shoots like John Wick. I gotta get a staccato. So he thinks going and spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on this gun is gonna make him a better shooter. And that's not gonna be the case. I can promise you, I train very consistently with Glock. I shoot thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds a year. Probably 1,000 plus a month. I shoot every Saturday. I take lots of courses. I teach courses, and I can shoot this Glock better than a staccato. And that's just and that's not because this is better than a Staccato. It's because I have the repetition in this gun. This is the gun that I'm comfortable with. This is the gun that I've learned. The Glock is what I've always been with. And for you, this might be a P320 SIG or a PDP or a CZ P10F or whatever. It might not be a Glock for you. It might be something else. But going from that gun that you shoot, once a month, if that, 50, 100 rounds through it, to a Staccato or a Platypus or one of these fancy 2011s is not going to make you better. It's just not. You will get much better taking the basics, buying a couple thousand rounds, taking a course, going to shoot with somebody, and seeing what you're doing wrong. Training and consistency, almost every class or competition I do, I've always went with the Glock. They want or prefer baseline striker fired stuff. When you get up into the other stuff, you're getting into more custom classes. I keep my reps consistent, my draw, my stroke, everything is all the same because of simplicity. And lastly on this would be parts and support. And I say that with a grain of salt because Staccato has amazing customer service. Amazing. Like tier 1 customer service. I've had issues with an optic plate failing years out of the warranty, and they just sent me a new one without even questioning if the one I had was even broken. But accessibility and cost is what matters. And every shop in America has a trigger for a Glock or a barrel for a Glock, or you can go online and get it in a day or two. It's not cheap. It's not expensive. It's not hard to access. The kind of availability is priceless for your carry gun because this is the gun you're defending your life with, right? And at the end of the day, this channel is about like shit hits the fan, prepping, bug out, shooting, gun reviews, etc. I don't ever want one of my guns to be down where I have to wait a couple weeks for parts or that part is going to fail. And you are going to have more failures with those kind of guns because they are extremely high tolerance, and that's what makes them such good shooters and such great quality. And I don't knock that. Again, it's just not what I need. So the truth is, I love the Staccatos that I had. I love the Gucci Glocks that I had and the ones I done up or bought from agency. But for my job, for my lifestyle, my peace of mind, Glock is king. I'm going to stay with my Glocks. Again, for you, that might be CZ, SIG, whatever. But it's the most reliable tool that I've ever shot. I've had some issues with SIGs. I've had some issues with Staccatos, not because of a problem from factory, but because they have that such tight tolerance, and I'm not good with cleaning my stuff. I want something that I could just beat on and it's not going to fail on me. So what do you guys think? Drop a comment below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Do you prefer to run the high-end 2011 stuff, or do you prefer to run something simple like 43X, 17, whatever? And subscribe if you like this kind of content. We are tremendously growing in subscribers thanks to all you guys hitting that button. Drop a like and a comment. As always, I respond to everyone. Might take an hour, might take a couple days, but I will absolutely get back to you. I appreciate every one of you, and consider becoming a member to the channel. It's $9.99 a month, and you will get access to our Telegram and WhatsApp, where we post stuff for sale. We post stuff that we're doing on, range reviews and photos and stuff like that. And if you're not following me on Instagram or Facebook or X, check that out as well. I will leave a Linktree link below. As always, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.